Okay. Namaste, great souls, and welcome to our class on this Veterans Day. And we do want to, honor all who have served our country, who are serving our country, and those, I know it's for the service, the veterans, but all those who are doing service in all kinds of ways. So I'm any way you want to expand it, you can, or keep it to the honoring those who have served our country and who are serving. And we will breathe into that, appreciate that and all those who serve, and keeping aware of all the light that's in the darkness of all that's going on and that continues to go on in our history. There are many people really doing a wonderful service that sometimes you hear about, but a lot of times you don't. But just know that they are out there helping all. As we get started, we have requests for neck and shoulders. So we're gonna start with the strap. Sitting comfortably. If you don't have a strap, you can use a scarf. Yeah. So, rooting down, noticing what foot is in the front. We're going to roll the shoulders back and then just tune in, close your eyes and tune into the breath right now. Especially that ujjayi sound. Think as if you're fogging, the sound is like you're fogging a mirror at the back of your throat. Really tuning into the throat chakra, our ability to feel and then discern, to connect verbally with others what we're experiencing, or choosing to tune in inwardly. Many ways to express. And then opening the crown, imagining the 1,000-petal lotus opening. It's here. Wisdom, consciousness, awareness, presence, whatever you call that. Let's expand into that. That's here. It's quiet, but we're opening to it and letting it inform the entire body and our circumstances and experiences and our chakras. If you'd like to tune into a quality you would like to bring into your practice today, and the divine qualities, courage, peace, love, divine connection. Breathe into it, open to it, invoke it. And we'll take our strap. And we're going to open the shoulders and the heart and the neck as we lengthen it and grow. And that V, that victory pose. Make sure the shoulders aren't jacking up by the ears. Ease them down. And just tune into what's happening in the neck and shoulders as you bring the right inner arm toward the ear, the left arm behind you as best as possible. I need to open up my strap more. As you lengthen through the right arm upward, that left arm is going to go downward in this vertical axis. Keep tuning into the ujjayi sound. Keep tuning into your quality. Divine connection is what I'm feeling. Invoking. Inhale, coming back to the victory pose, the heart expansion. Full yogic breath, exhaling, switching that inner left upper arm toward the ear and reaching down through the right arm, reaching up through the left arm. Now, make sure you don't over arc your back. Draw the tailbone down, root down through the sit bones. Maybe give it a little squeeze at the root chakra there. A connection to the earth, to ground, to support, to all the elements of the earth as well. A sense of connection to the earth. Inhale. Victory pose again. See if this is okay on your shoulders to reach back behind you. Really opening the heart, breathing in, maybe twisting a little bit to one side or medium. You decide, your body will tell you. And back over to the center, to the other side eventually. Again, thank you, body, for all you can do. The arms come down, touch, you're still holding on to your strap. Lift the heart, lift the head. And then chin parallel, stretching the strap up and then bringing it over. Okay, placing it to the side. Let's shake out the legs a little bit. Involved as well. So we'll continue with the neck, shoulder release in a different seated position. So when you're ready, heart lifts, head lifts, exhale, rounded spine. Tuck the chin to the hollow of the throat, really releasing the entire spine. Core strength as we inhale, pulse up, elbows down, eye gaze up. And either on hands on top of the knees or underneath the lower thighs. Trying to get a little more stretch with the hands on top of the knees. And then inhale, pulsing out. And then go ahead and bring that other foot forward. We're just going to tune into our neck. Tucking the chin, maybe just do half circles. Side to side. At your pace, at your timing. Keep the oceanic breathing going on. The Ujjayi breathing. Whenever you think about it. Which I'll be reminding us of, okay? And then see, for a lot of people, that full neck circle is too much. See how that, if that feels nourishing to you or not. And if not, stay with the half circles. You're getting that deep extension. And then bringing the right ear over to the right shoulder. Lower that right shoulder down. Hand on the side of the head. Left side, left arm extends. Feel that flow of energy. We're getting unstuck in so many ways when we practice. Open that flow of life, especially on the lunar side. Again, that witness, observer, presence, awareness, formless, whatever you call that. Open and expand into it. It's here. And then lengthen up. Full yogic breath. Feel the power of the exhalation, of letting go, and the power of the inhalation of opening to that quality, life force inspiration. And then the left ear, of course, over to the left shoulder, right arm extends, left hand on the right side of the head. Ujjayi sound. You could slightly tuck the chin up or down to get that greatest flow of energy. Three to four breath cycles here. Inhale, lengthening up. Opening up the palms, the heart. Thumb, index finger together, unifying, union. Yoga is union. Union of our divine self in connection with all aspects of ourselves. All the chakras. And that connection to others. Ideally from this place. That's what we learn in service. By doing service, we let go of our own self in layers usually. All right, so let's go ahead and draw the knees in, and we're going to continue to open up Malasana for a transition pose. I know this could be a lot, sitting if you need a blanket on the edges of your heels. We won't be here long, but we're just rocking side to side. This is in your practice. Okay. And then hands come down, easing into our forward fold. Feet hip width apart, large toes in. You want to sway side to side as well. Make sure you're balanced on the 4 points of the feet, the outer inner heels, and the large big toe, little toe at the ball of the foot there. Relaxing, so important to relax and cast aside unnecessary mental burdens. Let them go. Soften the knees if that feels better to your body. Get in that flow state. When you're ready, rounded spine or straight spine, I'm going to bend the knees in our chair pose and just have a little bit more fun with it because it's such a strong pose. Sweeping the arms up, inner thighs drop toward one another, and then sweeping that right arm back, looking over the right shoulder, coming back to center, and sweeping the left arm back, looking over that left shoulder, back to center. One more time, if you can. Rooting down, and then rising up, rooting as that left arm swings back, and rising. Lengthen and grow, reaching up, feeling the space all around you, as well as within you. Feel the earth, root chakra, first chakra, drawing down, connecting very deeply as much as you can feel that. And you can also visualize those roots going down. And then the hand, you come by the first chakra and the heart chakra, connecting the safety, ideally, security, stability of the root chakra. Of course, there's the opposites, the insecurity, not feeling safe, instability. So just bringing some warmth, some intention to the root chakra. And I've said it many times, we're going to just tune in and ask, am I safe right now? Right now. And if that's the case, which I certainly hope it is, reaffirm, I'm safe, I am secure. And we have the hand on the heart to really feel the warmth of compassion and love, especially if we're not feeling secure or safe. We need that connection. When we are feeling that, the strength, we want to strengthen it. And then when we're feeling more vulnerable, insecure, we want to bring that heart energy as much as possible, compassion energy, to these areas of the body that are needing more. Okay, if that makes sense. And then bring the hands to the heart and namaste. Lengthening through the crown, opening to the sky and the earth, and bringing in others. So this is, if it speaks to you, military, veterans, those who have served and are serving, anyone you want to send heartfelt thanks and gratitude to, as we can go into our flow, and all those who are serving in so many ways. And we're going to tap into the spiritual eye. We're going to lengthen through the crown. We're going to add that back bend. We're going to swan dive forward. For the shoulders, if you want more intensity, we interlock. to release the tension out. On the inhales, the knuckles up to the sky. On the exhale, rooting toward the earth. One more time. Inhale, pulsing, squeezing, soaking, tension out, and then releasing the hands, stepping it back to our full body, downward facing dog. So treading it out. Side to side or stable. If you're feeling insecure, you want more stability, you may want to do more stable poses. Invoke that, adding fluidity to keep the flow going by bending the knees. So stick at the flow without a lot of movement, but you're sensing and feeling that calmness and peace radiate through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. Okay, let's take it to our forearm plank. Bringing one forearm down, then the other. Lengthening through the crown forward, reaching back through the heels, or stabilizing. Tops of the knees touch, unfurl the toes, and let's add that circular movement into our shoulders, neck area. You could do the figure 8, you could do one side twist and the other. See what your body wants today. As always, we could do the same pose every day, but we'll feel different because we're in a different extension in our energy form in our physical and mental emotional body. So let's take a moment, step one hand on the other, and just rest and full yogic breath, resting at the spiritual eye. Belly, heart, crown opens on the inhale. Feel that expansion. And then on the exhale, of course, crown, heart, belly, feet. Okay, we're going to do our locust series, Salambhasana, with our opposites. It's so great for our brain, left and right hemispheres of the brain uniting together. Bring the right arm down, left arm forward. Inhale, right leg, left arm pulses up as I soar upward on wings of joy. Pulse down almost to the earth, but then pulse up again with the left arm, right leg. I soar upward on wings of joy. And let's ease by swimming this right arm forward, the left arm down. Of course, the opposites on this side, right arm, left leg, pulses up. Breathing in, easing on the exhale. Feel that arm coming a little bit more toward the shoulder. And then the expansion out. I soar upward on wings of joy. Exhale. Turn your head to the right and breathe. Ujjayi sound, fogging back of the throat there. You're fogging a mirror, it's a good thing. And then turn your head to the other side. Notice the difference, we're not going to be here long. Legs are strong to remind us to not jam into the lumbar. Nice to imagine a block or to take a block between the thighs when we go into our Cobra, Bhujangasana. Okay, I'm going to put it here in that direction. So you're squeezing the block or the imaginary block. The legs are strong the whole time. Inhale, hands underneath the wrists underneath the shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. half cobra, keep the legs strong, or full cobra. Ah. Add the lion's breath, sticking out the tongue. Couple times. I rise joyfully to meet each opportunity, each new opportunity of this day. And then we're going to ease back. You're going to ease back and take a wide angle prayer pose, meaning the knees are wider than the hips if possible. Inhale. And before we come up, I wanted to add more for the shoulders. So this is our basic flow of a Surya Namaskar we're doing, but then we're adding a Feldenkrais move here. So what this looks like is you're stacking your knees. You're using, hopefully you have a blanket or pillow by your side. And you're going to bring this left arm down, palm up, and the pillow's underneath your head, and any version that's going to be supportive to your neck. Somewhat of a alignment of the spine here. The right palm is on top of the left palm. And then we're going to extend the right hand past the left fingertips, if that's possible. Notice this right knee will come forward in front of the left knee, but that's not where we're focusing. And then we just go back and forth. So you slide this right arm somewhere by your elbow, and then you slide the right hand perhaps past your fingertips. So this is hydrating the scapula and the hips, the shoulders. A wonderful rocking movement that's very soothing to the nervous system. We know that. Helping the first chakra with the safety, the security, and the well-being. So it should feel very nourishing. Back and forth. Right palm. Oh, about 6 times. And then we're here, so we're going to go ahead and transition with this right arm coming up, coming onto our back, swivel, and you'll just roll to your side. I'm going to come around more to demo it. Of course, the same thing on the opposite side, left knee on top of the right, the right arm extends, and we get situated, and then we do that sliding and rocking movement. The head's going along with the movement. It's such a wonderful pose, and Feldenkrais method, it's a somatic, there's a lot to say about it, but if a person, that can't get out of bed, there's a lot for physical health reasons, there's a lot of movements you could do in bed that are going to help restore the system. So this is one of many. Okay. Of course, we could be doing this out of bed. And then once you hit a place that feels good to you, you're nourished in terms of this pose, we'll go ahead and come up into our cat stretch. Okay. So we'll do our cat stretch and cat cow. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, a little side to side first. And then exhale, rounded spine. Inhale, scooping out, low, mid, upper back, heart open, crown, all the chakras just being nourished and cleansed. And when you're ready, neutral spine, hover those knees off the ground, 1 or 2 breath cycles here.
And root back, reach back, magnetize the heart toward the thighs. Keep pressing through the base of the fingers. So great to get the blood flow to the brain. Whenever you're needing a mood shift, down dog is so great. Okay. And let's go ahead and press more weight into the right hand, left foot. Bend your right knee. Give those cross diagonals to the brain. Yoga is very well aware of the benefits that science knows now about working left and right to meet in the center. Left palm, right foot, more weight, a pressure and bending in a good way, that left knee. And feel perhaps calmness, peace radiate through every cell of my body, every fiber of my being. When you're ready, stepping forward, bending the knees, massaging the back of the head. The ego at the hollows of the medulla oblongata can get stuck and fixated. Let me the mind. We want to open that service energy, extending to others, and bending the knees, sweeping back, and sweeping forward. Just pulse it a little bit. If you'd like it just one time, the left arm reaching back, and then coming forward. Or stay with the pulsing. Right arm reaching back. Stay with the pulsing. Rising up into our mountain pose. Feel your auric field, that space, the energy field within your body and all around your body. We are cleansing it from the inside out. Okay. Take a moment. Bring to mind those, you may not even know the people, but it could be a generous feeling of the heart of gratitude for service of our veterans. Known today, but in always. This is a month of gratitude. We want to continue daily gratitudes, of course. And we'll take a sip of lemon water. But as we're cleansing, this is a simple metaphor. If you have a little bit of something from before in your glass, right? You can add to it, but that will still be in there, of course. The cleansing that happens in yoga is that we empty, we cleanse out, we pour the cup out, and we bring the good stuff in. And so you could, the metaphor of the glass, I hope this makes sense, as we're cleansing our body, it's a lot quicker to let go of this stuff than try to cleanse it when that other stuff is coagulating. I hope that makes sense. So we're doing a deep cleanse. Getting warm. I'm going to shift here. And we're going to continue our standing pose flow. So we got the wonderful shoulder openings that we did earlier. We're going to really apply those in our Virabhadrasana series, our strengthening series. So let's start with the left foot turning out. Virabhadrasana 2 with a flow. We've been doing this for a while now. We're tracking that left knee over the second toe, as deep as you can go, meaning downward. And then hips and shoulders line up as we pulse down a few times with the palms of the hands. Warrior 2. And we're going to reach and feel the difference with the palms up, touch lightly, and then flow. Flow. I joyfully manifest the power of the divine. So we're opening the left side in that arc, and then we flow over into our bent knee triangle, lightly bringing the left forearm on the thigh, and then maybe bring that arm over or keeping it straight up, depending on your shoulder. Energy and joy. Fill my body cells. Energy and joy. Fill my body cells. We'll do one more flow like this, sweeping down, keeping the knee bent, reaching open. Can feel like a lot. And that's the warrior energy though. We're coming over and extending into, if you want, you can bring your block and go a little bit deeper into your bent knee triangle. Energy and joy. Fill my body cells. Okay, let's come down before we go to the other side. When we're toward the earth, let's release those hips even more. Love to do this hip release daily, as you know, rocking side to side. I hope you enjoy that too. You could bring the arm in on the inside if you like. Okay. And let's go ahead and bring the back toes under the right foot. Step back into our downward facing dog. Dread it out. Add any kind of movement you like, figure 8 hips, and you'll notice that will move into the shoulders, of course. You bend the elbows. Feel the calmness and peace radiating through every cell of the body, fiber of our being. Draw the navel to the spine. It's really good some heat in the second chakra. Navel. Exhale, Kapalabhati breath, breath of fire. Exhale through the nostrils. Slow it down. And flow through, coming into our plank. You could come into forearm plank or classic chaturanga. Unfurl the toes. We did the one side of the locust this time, if possible. Legs are strong. Remember that block between the inner thighs. Keep the legs strong. Lifting up, maybe interlocking, or the hands by your side. Pulsing up, soaring up. You can lift the legs if you want, soaring up on our wings of joy. Exhale. Arms out to the side. Engage the legs strongly. Heart open, wide. Joy center. Connected to our creativity, sensuality of our second chakra. And let's take a rest here. And just notice how we could bring some creativity into our daily life. Now, the second chakra is a water chakra, fluid. Maybe that, we think of creativity, drawing, or I do art, but it's the art of life, the art of flowing with life, and the boundaries, healthy boundaries as well. So each of these chakras can bring so much to reflection of how we can meet our life creatively, and sensuality is a big part of the second chakra. But again, it's not all about sex. It's about how we bring that creative life force to our daily life. Okay, and so we're going to rise up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Again, imagine that block between the inner thighs. And expand. I rise joyfully to greet this day. A little shake from side to side. Open through the throat. And then coming back. One rounded cat cow series, just once. And then the scooping out. and then the neutral spine, and then the hover off the knees, and then the pouring back. Keep the ujjayi sound going. Notice the quality that your intention that you would like to bring in, the quality in this pose, even though it's a very active pose, but there's the peace and the calmness. Perhaps that's your creativity, how to bring a sense of peace to whatever the activity, or groundedness, stability, as well as the energy. You know, all these qualities are active, and we balance them out through the yoga practice. So one doesn't dominate more than the other. I mean, we want those good ones, of course. All right. Relax and cast aside again and again unnecessary mental burdens. So much our mind can do. We were talking earlier in good ways and not so good ways, but we do want to utilize the power of thought to relax and cast aside any unnecessary mental burdens. One sweeping chair pose, Uttanasana, bending the knees, sweeping the arms back, sweeping forward, rising up. And before we go the other side, taking it in. Lengthening to the sky, rooting to the earth simultaneously. Coming into divine, back to divine connection now. I'm forming that ball of chi here to make it symbolic, but just know it's really heart-centered and upper chakra experience of divine connection. But we want that divine connection to pour through for safety, security, creativity, sensuality, and that right use of power, willingness. Think of willingness or willpower in the solar plexus. Okay, there's so much to be said about willingness, willpower, the right use of it. But let's just give ourselves a little moment here, feeling the third chakra, giving it warmth, maybe your hand on the heart. Reflect it within yourself. Where is it coming up for you? Is your will, is it moving in that direction that feels in alignment with the divine connection? Or is it, I know in my younger life, there's a lot of egoic will driving power going on. And probably needed it to get to certain goals, so anyway, I won't go into that journey. I'm sure we could all know when our ego will, or I shouldn't be so, perhaps we know when our ego will is driving us versus our personal will invoked by the divine will. There's much more of a connection that goes on in that area of the body especially. So when you're right, and so if you do feel yourself, which is very common to be willpower driven, but it's only from an egoic place only to, oh yeah, let's invite higher consciousness in. And by just saying that, we're just with that intention is going to do so much. It's going to feel different than just you as the doer figuring it out. I have to do it all alone, that kind of thing. Those are the negative things of the willpower. Turning the right foot out. Feel that divine connection. And asking that you be guided by the divine will. That's a form of prayer, right? Okay, right knee is coming over that second toe. Shoulders, hips aligned. I'm going to need to walk this back foot in 30 degrees. Just some physical alignment principles as we move into rear Virabhadrasana 2. It's strong. It's meant to be strong. Creating heat as we joyfully manifest the power of the divine. See a little flow pattern here. A left arm comes down, right knee back as we get that half moon feeling with our upper body. Couple breaths here. And flowing into our bent knee supported triangle. Coming up or over, but not collapsing on your thigh. It's tempting. Energy and joy fill my body cells. Energy and joy fill my body cells. And then we flow one more time. The knee is bent. Ensuring I'm treating my body with love and respect. You can, and whatever that means, if that means coming out of the pose, that's treating your body with love and respect, or perhaps going deeper, challenging. Energy and joy fill my body cells. Okay, let's sweep it down. Let's turn the toes in. Elongate the spine. Feel the space between each vertebra. Big exhales or big ujjayi sounds. And walking your hands now towards you may need to heel toe it in towards your ankles, seeing if the crown of the head could be like an anchor toward the earth. Different way of forward fold in our extended leg, Prasarita Padottanasana. And then hands, wrists underneath the shoulders, heel toe it in with the toes out into our goddess squat. So first we come upright, and then we bring the hands down. And then we look over that right shoulder, straightening the left elbow. Transition pose. Again, that use of the right use of willpower connected to our higher self. It may used to just be used to doing it on its own so much that we have to train ourselves to ask for, to feel that wisdom within, to invite that, to be guided with our individual will by the divine will. So usually takes a bit of asking to find that balance. All right, and then back to star pose, and then back to the mountain pose. Rooting down, energy rising up, and then just see where you want to bring more. Is it root chakra, second chakra, third, heart center, throat, seat of intuition, spiritual eye, crown. See where the hands want to be to give yourself that healing energy. Yoga is going to hit all of these chakras and open them up in that lotus position in the right alignment. But then we can add to it. We can add with intention, with the touch and the warmth and the hands and the healing energy. So inviting for the willpower, the right use of the individual will connected to the divine will. So you feel that, you see that, you sense that, you invoke that, you invite that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do a revolve triangle, but first, let's go ahead and do our balance pose, Garandasana. Inhale, arms come up, and then exhale. See if that right elbow can come underneath the left. This is great for the shoulders. If it's too much, your hands are on the backs of the shoulders. Okay. Oh, forgot my block. Okay, so let's see, the right elbow under. I'm going to shift the weight onto the left foot. Look at a point on the floor and lift off. And you can tap onto your block lightly with that foot, but you're sitting like we sat in chair pose. It's life storms. I found my center. And I can come back to it. That trust, knowing you could come back. It gets scary when we feel off center, and it's sometimes tough to feel. It could seem like it takes a little bit to come back, but we know we can unravel. Hopefully, we know we can. And circle around. And bring the block to the other side. I'm going to grab some water again. Okay. It's over here. Cleansing inwardly. And bringing the left elbow underneath the right. Pulsing up. So this is great. If it's too much, you do this. Shifting onto the right foot. And looking out in front of you, drishti gaze at a point. Midst life storms, I find my center. Try to bring those tips of the elbows up. Ujjayi sound. Focus. Focus is so important in our will to stay on whatever the goal is. Unravel. So much you could say about willpower. Opening up. Let's come up the spine with the hands. But it's also been researched that with diets, just using will is not going to work long term. So they want to work with that sense of willingness and allowing times where we give ourselves breaks, and then come back to it. All these kinds of principles go along with the third chakra, as we know. Okay, as promised, we are going to do our revolve triangle. So I highly recommend a block for this one, or the wall, or the top of a chair. Most of us have furniture objects we could use. So the left foot forward, the right foot back. It's pretty wide stance, a little bit wider than the hips. As that left hip comes back, the right hip comes forward. The tailbone draws down, and we reach the right arm up and then over. Take your time. I'm going to bring my block on the instep. Corner of the right abdomen over toward the left. Twisting, revolving, turning. You can stay here, or you can lift this left arm up. I'm going to add the mudra, thumb, index finger together. On the exhale, keep drawing the navel toward the spine. Keep the Ujjayi breath going.
Now we're getting a deep cleanse of the internal organs. And releasing any stuck negative thinking as well as we bow to the wisdom of the heart, open to the flow of grace. Let the back of the heart really open. Softening the left knee, and I'm going to move the block over, but we're going to rise up as gracefully as possible to the other side, taking your time to set up. Bring the block over, have an instep. Okay, so the right hip back, the left hip forward, tailbone down. Legs are strong, muscles wrapping around the bones. Try to even the hips as much as you can, so when the right arm comes up, reaching forward, it's more protected to soften the knees. Feel free. Oh, sorry. Left arm reaches up. We're twisting. We're not doing. We're revolving. So the left hand, you probably knew that. Left hand comes down. Take your time. Left abdomen and corner of the abdomen toward the right. Deep twist. And then perhaps unfurling the arm or not. If the shoulders got stuff going on, maybe we need to keep that. You don't need to reach up so high. Okay, so you sense and feel on this side. Twisting, cleansing, breathing, releasing. Self-doubts, releasing toxins, mentally, emotionally, physically. So we keep returning here to the grace, the wisdom of the heart. The right hip back, the left hip forward. Open to the flow of grace. So it's a heart energy thing, the grace, but it could also draw into the second chakra, our willpower, our first chakra. I hope it's making sense. The interconnectedness. Grace, of course, to the art of living. Softening the knee. And we're going to come up. Back foot spins open a little bit more. Sweeping the arm up. Watch the block. You need to move it. Wide open star. And before we come down to the earth, let's just bring the hands in Eagle Heart Mudra over the heart. Again, the routine and the rising. So on the exhale, lengthen and grow. Gratitude. Notice where your heart energy goes for the gratitude today. Serving others in so many ways. Others. Appreciating that. Military service and all kinds of other services as well that connect. We're going to come down. Move forward, banded coming down. So I find balance between giving and receiving. Our hands are on our hips and we're coming down. Inhale. Exhale, bending the knees. And I'm tempted to go back, but I'm going to go into Malasana first. As we rock side to side again. Okay.
All right, so as you tune into your body, just notice what it's speaking to you. I typically, as you know, end with that wonderful yogi twist, bridge, but see if there's something really calling you that you would like to do here. Always feel free to do that, and we will take it gradually down. First heart lifts and then round the spine and rock it side to side. Folding those knees in. Classic hip opener, inner borders of the feet together. Knees apart. 3 times in one direction. 3 times in the opposite. And the last couple classes, I believe, I've been just adding a little bit of classic abs before we do the twist. So if that's speaking to you, let's go ahead and extend. I'm also get an inversion here, shaking out the legs. And we're going to lower the left leg. Go slow on this. Feel the toes back. Hands lightly at the back of the head. Lifting up. Exhale, twisting. Opposite. Left elbow toward that right knee. It doesn't touch. Slow is the key. Come back to center. As the head touches down. Lifting the left leg up and the right leg descends. Feel the toes back. Lifting from the core. Twisting. Right elbow toward the left knee. And then back to center. Down. And shake it out. We'll do it one more time. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. And let's go ahead and lower the right. Lift from the core. Twist opposite. Come back to center. Head goes down before that other leg lifts up. And then lowers the opposite leg. Exhale. Breaths. Back to center. Head down. And then let's add the arms and the legs. Shimmy shake. So we know shaking and rocking, breathing, releasing, so beneficial. Hug those knees in. Thank you, body, for all you can do, for showing up today and every day in different ways. And then we go into our Supta Pada and Mustasana, right knee toward the right shoulder, circling. Breathing and being. Okay, planting the foot and swiveling over to the side. And let's pulse it back and forth a few times. Head's going along with the movement. If you want to extend the top leg, you're welcome to, but everybody, the left toes are up as much as you can. Core engaged, and this right arm sweeps up and over. And affirming divine light is within me and all around me. That divine life is pouring into all the chakras, helping the right alignment. And creativity into our life. Softening the right knee, adjusting onto the spine. I just realized I didn't do the lunge to one side. I caught it. So we're going to do the lying down lunge on this right side. And we're drawing the right knee toward the right armpit, hovering off that left heel. Downward floss for the hips and shoulders, and every time we practice, shoulders plug down to the earth and then reach the arms up and over as that heel descends. Once the heel touches, stretch, especially through that right
a leg, left arm, and then just melt. I don't even have to say full yoga breath. You're tuning into that rhythm and the sound, oceanic sound. Love the metaphor of our thoughts being like the waves, sometimes choppy, sometimes calm, but at the depth of the ocean, that's the stillness. It's coming back to center. Of course, inner borders of the feet together, left knee bends, lunar aspect, the right doer, left witness observer, rotating the ankle. We're always working on balancing or having the two sides communicate. One's probably going to be stronger than the other at times, but then we can have them connect and neutralize the waves of feeling. That's one definition of yoga. Let's say again and again, yoga union is neutralizing the waves of the high and low, up and down. Plant that left foot down and pulsing back. What we want, what we don't want. All this going on. But we could come back to a center, aware of it all. Maybe extend that left leg, maybe not. But everybody, the right toes turn up. You feel the core engagement there. As the left arm comes up and over, head's going along for the ride. Divine light is within me and all around me. Your quality, if returning to it. You want the divine will to infuse the individual will. And then when you're ready, we soften the left knee. We plant the foot. We swivel because we did that deep lunge earlier. We're just going to fold, tap in, and then extend out. Okay, before we go into Shavasana, let's do that rocking of a windshield wiper on this right leg from the hip out. Head turns to the left and back to center. We know we're just unraveling tensions, past traumas. We don't have to resurface those. We're actually really releasing a lot of that. Certainly a time and place, but right now we're breathing belly, solar plexus, heart, crown. I'm exhaling louder. If it's been stressful, definitely exhale through the mouth. Otherwise, we dry breath. Last couple days, last couple of weeks, just going to tune in to what's also the challenges we know most likely, but we're less likely to attune to a pleasant moment we've had the last couple of days. So let's tune into that as we rock the left leg, like windshield wiper, head to the right and back to center. 6 to 8 times. Or until it feels right. Coming back into Shavasana again. See where the hand wants to be on the. These are the main chakras, the 7 main chakras. There's many other ones, but we're tuning into the main ones of where solar plexus is the second, is the root chakra. And tuning in to what would feel the most cozy, comfortable, restorative for Shavasana today for you, as we transition into just letting our body absorb all these, opening the flow of releasing the junk out and bringing the good stuff in, cleansing. You probably want to get a little bit warmer, perhaps, or with the eye bag. You know your choices of the bolster, the block. If there's any new viewers, you can use a bolster, but you don't want to sit on it to get that gentle heart opening, or underneath the knees if there's any kind of back issues. You want your back more flat. Okay. So getting set up. Deep relaxation, but it's even deeper than that. We're dying to this self, to this only the individual self. It is a form, of course, that we carry around with us, of course, but it's animated by something larger. If you call that formless, presence, awareness, God, whatever term that is, that feeling is, and that's what we want to attune to. And I'll help guide us there. Each other and connection. Okay. All right. We're going to take a short and long inhale. If this speaks to you, intense the body. Inhale, make a fist with the hands. Flex, flex, flex. And then feel the difference on the short and long exhalation. Letting go. Letting go with the head from side to side, but also any, thoughts, limiting beliefs, etc. We don't even have to know where they are. We're just invoking the letting go. Starting with that spiral, imagine a spiral of light coming in above the crown of your head. And that Om sound in the background, that Om sound is within you, vibrating, balancing, repairing, restoring, just natural healing energy. We just show up and invite it in. Feel the left eye, the softening, the left eyebrow, and then move gently over to the right eye, right eyebrow, soften. And both together, allowing the forehead, the tiny muscles and nerves around the eyes to ease and relax. No outward gazing at this moment. Relaxing the upper and lower jaw. If that means exaggerating a yawn, feel free to do that. In the next several rounds of the breath, feel the cool air coming in through both nostrils, maybe light or coolness at the spiritual eye, our sixth chakra, and the warmth coming out from both nostrils. Affirm, I am submerged in the eternal light. It permeates every particle of my being.
I am living in that light. You continue to focus on the light. And tuning into the jaw and inside of the mouth sensation there. Maybe bring the tongue to the roof or behind the front teeth if that feels comfortable to you. Notice sensation inside the mouth, the sense of taste. Being aware of sounds in the left and right ear. Tuning more to the inner sound, the Om, oceanic, Ujjayi sound. Again, that foggy mirror at the back of the throat. Fogging it up, the breath. And softening the shoulders, let that represent releasing any barriers. Radiant sensation streamlining down both arms, the palms, hands, digits of the fingers. Especially the upper back, the neck, the shoulder blades. See what color, maybe a gold or violet, is healing energy to you into these areas that need extra support and healing. The heart open and connect easily to self-compassion, forgiveness, gratitude for others and the services they profoundly provide for our well-being. Especially on this Veterans Day. If we could even soften some past hurts into that forgiveness. Like a broom sweeping any of this unwanted debris. And we're moving into deep in the belly, the center of the body, healing the organs, the glands, the skin, deep, deep, deep belly breathing. Coming into our gut, sometimes gut intuition, it's called, our knowing. And that's connected to our divine knowing, to our individual knowing, interconnected, opening up communication between the chakras. Feeling perhaps if you're laying on your back body getting heavy, supported, and just continuing the body scan, softening where we can, left and right cheeks, thighs, knees, ankles, left and right, all the way through to the soles of the feet, digits of the toes, heels, top of the foot. Resting in the eternal light that permeates every particle of my being. I am living in that light. From Yogananda's affirmations. Adding that sense of awareness or presence, formless. And just notice if you'd like to rest more or return to movement. Do so in a nourishing way if you're returning to movement. Hour of healing practice as we rest perhaps on our side, giving ourselves that nourishment, gratitude, service of others, for the ways you serve. And coming up, if it's time, only if it's time for you, into a comfortable seat, or you can keep lying down and send healing and energy to others. So visualizing them either seated or laying down at the spiritual eye. It's a broadcasting center, and we're going to rub the hands perhaps together or with the intention of the 3-syllable Om sound, inhaling, sending healing to others. And bringing the hands into Namaste. In Namaste, the left and right come together in the central channel neutralization. We recognize that light, that wisdom, and within ourselves and within others, and this is where we try to meet them as best as vibrationally possible. As we bow to the wisdom of our heart and let it lead the way. And every hour of each day, I will turn off the recording part of this.